YouTube, Awesome Writer here, and welcome back to Retro Reviews. This is my first new retro review after taking a break. As of this recording, there probably was some that came out that were backlogged, but this is my first one returning to them. Probably, unless I upload another one after that, but you know how it is, weebly wobbly, timey wimey. So, for the new retro reviews, I am going to be bouncing around in the Power Rangers timeline. However, when I left off this series, I was covering Jungle Fury going into RPM, so you will see some of those as some of the first, as I am trying to get some things I haven't done before, as opposed to some re-reviews that I have planned. But anyway, let's get started. That's enough preamble. New viewers are like, what the hell is this moron talking about? And to that I say, then get the hell out of here if you're going to talk like that to me. I'm just kidding. Anyway, this is going to almost be a dual review with the Japanese version, the Gong changer, just because I am going to be doing some comparisons of both the look and the sounds of it. So, this was the Wolf Rangers, or as Schmidt from New Girl would put it, the Wolf Rangers, Morpher in the series. It wasn't the same one as the Japanese version, as this was the era we started to transition out and do our own molds. It is smaller with a different paint job, and you don't have I almost said compound, what is that called? That metal-looking plastic thing, I forget what it's called, but you'll know it when you see it. The chrome, there we go, it doesn't have that, and we'll get a comparison here for that in a minute. And you know, it's one of those ones that was... Thank you, spoiler alert. It was one of those ones that obviously became a target for not being the Japanese version, especially with the purists out there, and it's understandable, as it is not as good as that version. However, I will say, just look-wise, honestly, I don't find it to be terrible at all. It's not as big as the other one either, but just in terms of the details and everything, it doesn't look awful. We've certainly gotten worse Morphers, especially when you consider stuff like the Cosmic Morpher we got as our last Morpher under Hasbro. We've certainly got ones that look cheaper or incomplete, and if you were just looking for something for a cheap display piece back in the day, picking this up at the store was certainly cheaper than, you know, getting it from Japan, and I think a lot of fans lose sight of that when they think about that type of stuff. Like, I don't understand why they don't just market extremely expensive Japanese toys to the main public, but obviously now it's a different story because who knows what the prices are both of them online. They could be equal, and it could benefit you to pick up the Japanese version. Anyway, so overall, I just wanted to say that I think look-wise, it overall looks not bad to me. It's a little bit smaller, but not a big deal. It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. I think the paint looks good. It doesn't feel like it's going to break when you do that. You do have the really nice kind of like strap here. You don't have the old school kind of cheaper feeling ones, which is kind of nice. It makes it feel like it has a higher quality than you'd expect. But here obviously is the Japanese version. Again, you can just tell it's the better version, and you can probably see some reflection on there, but you do have that nice chrome there, which looks better. Honestly, the purple paint on this doesn't look bad, but this definitely has a lot more of a kind of sheen to it from Jimmy Neutron. And just generally, it's a larger size, so it's going to feel a little bit more like the show. And you do have that nice cloth strap there as well. So again, it's no contest. If you're looking for the best one look-wise, go with this. But I'm just saying, back in the day, again, fans often lose sight that when these are available on store shelves, it might just be cheaper to pick this up for, what was it? I don't even remember, 20 bucks on the shelf at the time than getting the Japanese version. But I didn't check the aftermarket prices for this, like on eBay and stuff. So these could be the same price now when you're shopping on eBay. So in that case, you probably are going to want to go for that. But just for some comparisons, let's do the sounds when you turn them on. This guy already kind of spoiled the whole thing, so I don't even know why you want to go for this now. The middle sister died and the pants aren't magic. Anyway, so there's the on sound for that. On sound for that. There's my sweater. All right, so then one of the gimmicks with this is it has a motion sensing thing, so when you put it on, you can pretend you're punching. I mean, I guess you are really punching, but you can pretend you're a Power Ranger and punching. So this is like when you were shaking your Digivices under your desk at school. We were all there, remember, guys? Anyway. So you can tell it's kind of the same sound. This one just sounds a little bit deeper. It definitely sounds better. This one also isn't as sensitive. Like, when you open this up, you can hear it activates that. Hey. Thanks. Are you going to spoil this whole review? You know what? I'm done. I'm going home. I'm going home. Wait, I am home. It has actually an opening sound, and it's not as sensitive. This is definitely one that's more sensitive when you do that. Like, even just that, I just scooted it across the table, and that happened. So, something else is this one does have a unique feature here. So, open this up, and when you press this, activate the motion sensing. You get that sound, and there is no such sound with this one. There's no button here or anything like that. But now you can do the Henshin sequence here. And to compare that here. You can tell they're basically the same sound, it just sounds a little bit better. The only other difference worth noting is you can activate the transformation. when that's closed here. But that, you can only do a simple gong noise, and you have to have it open in order to do the transformation noise. So overall, guys, obviously the Japanese version is the better Morpher. If you're looking for the absolute best one and you can find a similar price and the sounds are pretty much like the same, meaning like you're not going to get exclusive PR sounds that might be important to you and vice versa, then definitely go for the Gong Changer instead. It's the superior pick. But overall, this honestly isn't a terrible American Morpher, guys. I know it has all those classic things. The sounds don't sound as good. You are missing out on that attack sound, and it doesn't look quite as good. But if you can find it for a cheaper price and you don't mind it, I don't think it's terrible. It's, I think, a decent little downgrade probably for some cost reasons back in the day. But again, if you're looking for the best, definitely go for this one. But that's about it for this one, guys. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for more retro reviews like this and more. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.